Well, what they're doing is actually contracting with a private company to look at what's going on and get a better picture of the cyberspace landscape. So they have paid, the Department of Homeland Security has paid a company about $11 million, and they look at Facebook, they look at Twitter, they look at YouTube. What they're doing, they say, is screening for certain keywords: terrorism, tornado. They're looking for information about a natural disaster or a specific event, or it could be as simple as long lines at the airport. You had a somewhat skeptical Congress today. Listen to the man who runs the Nerve Center at the Department of Homeland Security describe how they're using social media.
What we do, again, is that there are long lines at the airport, at the screening centers, those types of things. Those would come up to us, and we would pass that on to the appropriate DHS component for action, again, through cooperation. Is this really happening? What is happening? And what do we need to do to fix that? But identifying individuals, again, or an individual that is making that would be irrelevant to us. There is something happening. Go check it out.
So DHS says this is the what that they're looking at, not the who. But Suzanne, it's important to note we've seen the contract. It was provided by some privacy advocates, and one of the things that's in there is they can collect information about people who report positively or negatively on the Department of Homeland Security. They're supposed to scrub that from any private information from that, but in fact a name got through. We saw somebody's name on one of these exchanges in these documents.
So, Lizzie, what happens to information that you're not sharing publicly, like, Facebook posts that you only share with your friends? Do they have access to that? Are they monitoring that kind of stuff?
They're not supposed to. This is supposed to be publicly available information, what's called open source. So anything you tweet, if you don't have a protected Twitter account, that goes out there. Some people assume that because cyberspace is large, the government is not watching. That's probably not the right way to think of it. And when they look at privacy here, they look at those individual privacy statements of those companies. So whatever Facebook says you might be putting out there, you're putting out there, and that's how the government treats it.